Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the AAC football season. We've got the battle for the trophy to crown the AAC Conference Champion. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid in the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion, bringing pressure. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wallace. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pass. It's Aller. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, and you forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, I love this call. Anything you can do to get this wide receiver to get his hands on the football, you do it. But give credit to this defense. They were not surprised at all and kept him to a short gain.
They'll hand it off. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And on the carry, he's heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Using a strong stiff arm. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense. And Nittany Lions will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
LSU 0.
And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a deep shot. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down play coming up for this offense. On the ground, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Receiver makes the grab. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21.
That makes the score Penn State 21, LSU 0.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers quickly to the left side. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. Go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
There's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets...
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Let's see if this score curve can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Runner with an impressive spin move there. Move the football up to the 27.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handed off for a draw. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line Really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
That's reeled in. It's Wallace. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Wallace. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
28, LSU, 7.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it out of the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here's a handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Wallace. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He flips it to the back across the middle. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. No problem. Knocks it right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Snags the quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Brings up second down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Receiver makes the catch.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
LSU 17.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Nice grab. It's Watkins. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here,
he's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Here's the 2nd down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And the single back takes the handoff, fighting him off. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run, not enough for a first.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Penn State 35, LSU 17.
So the offense calls a timeout. First of the half. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And it's a draw play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Takes the handoff again. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the offense now operating in the red zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but they're what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Penn State 42, LSU 17.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pass rush closing in. You cannot escape defense with a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle.
Oh, and he fumbles. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Oh, my gosh. The defense did what they needed to do to rip that ball loose. It's on the ground. But for the offense, they're extremely fortunate that the receiver himself was able to recover the ball after that fumble.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Jackrabbit!
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to throw it deep. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, IU Bengals. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Penn State 42, LSU 24.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
Penn State offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. On the run, it's Smith. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. As a design quarterback keeper. And the Nittany Lions pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to